Hey taste buds, welcome back to another Taste of Reality talk. This is our weekly recap show where we go over all the things that happened in pop culture and reality TV over the last week. I'm Imani and this is Ashley.
I'm Ashley. Hi guys, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we started something new last week where we would say a taste and waste of the week. It can be literally anything. And so Ashley, since it was, your passion project, let's kick it over to you.
Oh, okay. If you insist, and please leave your weekly tastes and wastes in the comment. I actually had a menu and I was going to feel inspired. So today's taste, and we're going to be talking about both of these topics. So very quickly, my taste goes to Hannah and Paige of Giggly Squad. I love the fact that meanwhile, all of this drama with West and Sierra and Amanda and Kyle is happening, they said, you know what? We're not exploiting our friend. We're not going to just start talking about this for clicks. And you know what? Real friends do that. And I love it. And they don't talk about Summer House on their podcast. And if they would have done that, that would have just been so wrong.
Yeah.
And I love them for just being cool and not exploiting a friend's heartbreak for clicks and money.
Love that.
Yeah. And my waste for the week, I'm not glad this happened at all. It's trash. But last week, this didn't make it. I was going to do Jordan for Mormon Wives, saying that he wanted Jesse to do Pilates.
Oh my gosh.
Day.
What is with all these guys having issues with their girlfriends / partners not doing Pilates?
Okay, and then / that's why it comes back up this week, which we'll talk about the Valley in a minute. Michelle's boyfriend, Michelle, who's got a beautiful figure
Aaron.
for the record, her ex-boyfriend, Aaron, with crazy eye Aaron, literally if methamphetamine had a face, it would be Aaron Nosler. Just saying. So for him to comment on a woman's body, specifically Michelle, who's fit AF, may I
Michelle
add.
to me, has an athletic build, 100%.
Yeah,
so that's a
but
crazy take.
She wasn't athletic enough for him. And a thumb like Jordan, Jesse's soon-to-be ex-husband, for that thumb to say anything about her figure needing Pilates every day, literally eat dirt.
Literally eat dirt. And I'm like, Jordan, you're lucky someone even of the opposite sex looks at you. Even of the same sex, to be honest.
Exactly. Literally, you're not paying for it. You should be grateful.
100%. Okay, so those are great taste and waste. I would say my taste is kind of the opposite of yours. While I don't think that they're necessarily monetizing on Sierra's heartbreak, I will have to give a major taste to Carl and Lindsay, and I guess by proxy Uber Eats, because...
See, I'm not mad at that, for the record.
Okay, so...
Because it makes sense for them. That's what they do.
Right. So Carl and Lindsay, as we all know, they started out as friends, went to fiancés, went to haters, and now they're semi-creeping back to friendship. And that makes me so freaking happy about this. I only hope that Gemma was filming the ad. That would have made it so much better. So my taste is Lindsay and Carl, and we'll get more into the summer house of it all toward the end of the episode. By the way, plugging this, we did an entire emergency episode about Summer House when the news officially broke about Amanda and West. So if you want more of Summer House, watch that video, because basically we just did a stream of consciousness about that. So that's my taste. My waste, you guys, and it's also, I guess, on the other end of it, kind of good for Savannah Guthrie. She's back on the Today Show. But my waste is, how have we still not found Nancy Guthrie?
Thank you.
That's my waste to Arizona.
And a short answer, our FBI is garbage. I mean, I have more qualifications as somebody who watches true crime and is nosy AF. I could find that woman. Honestly, put the Bravo community on it. We would find her faster than those clowns.
Yeah, I think it's Mariposa County. That could be wrong. But whatever. Arizona.
Kristen Doty County. She calls herself Mariposa.
Oh, that's right.
A very low-key Kristen Doty joke.
No, that was very niche, and I got that. I do get it. Okay. I just wasn't there. I don't know if it's Mariposa County, but the state of Arizona is my waste. Sorry if you live there. They do have great spas. I do want to go to one of their wellness spas.
Okay, let me just say on that topic, as somebody who lives in Vegas, it is hard to get me to go to another desert, period.
Okay,
Point
fair.
blank, period. With that said, my sister used to work at like a really nice, like five-star hotel. They have a gigantic resort there, horseback riding, all the
Ooh,
things, mud baths, the
triggered by
spas,
West.
all this stuff. Oh my God, so funny. So yeah, with the exception of that, it is hard to get me to Arizona. But if anybody would like to take us on a sponsored trip
Oh my
to the
gosh, I'm
spa,
there.
you know how Ken beaches, we spa.
We spot. Did they not go to Arizona this season of current season of Beverly Hills when Sutton Brown was like chartering? Did they go to
I
Arizona where they
think
had to cook their own
so.
food? Okay.
Which is hilarious.
That would never fly for me, not to be bougie, but it wouldn't.
No, come on.
Okay, so Bravo has been really cranking out the shows this week. If you look at the content calendar from Bravo, it's a lot. And I saw
Right.
some discourse about this on Threads today. I think Lucy on the ground might have posted, maybe not, doesn't matter. But a creator was like, Bravo's airing so much right now, and to the point where like, what's our summer gonna look like? Because so much is airing now. I
Right,
hate
because summer should be fun.
Summer should be fun, so it's gonna suck if we're not gonna have a lot of things to watch when everyone's out of work. Well, not out of work, but you get my point. When the summer vibes in there.
Right.
Okay, so but
I'm gonna say it's a little much for me.
it's a lot, you guys.
It's a lot, which I love a feast. I mean, it's either feast or famine, and I would rather
100%.
just be fed a
Throughout the
regular
year.
amount.
Yeah.
Exactly. Rather than giving me breadcrumbs and then treating me like a foie gras, like there has to be something in the middle.
Yeah, it's look, to your point, it's all or nothing with Bravo. We're either like watching TV every single day, all day, or we're simply like combing through TikTok for like serotonin. Like that's it.
I was thinking about it because I saw that post and I was like, I have
Oh,
to
you did?
agree.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at too much content. I'd rather have too much than not enough. But I
Agreed.
was thinking, why are they doing so much now and we're going to be like desolate in the summer?
Exactly.
And the thing is that Love Island was so big last year that I was wondering,
Okay.
like, are they just allowing that to
Take up.
happen, and take over? Because it's 6 nights a week, technically seven now because they have the spinoff show
Right.
that goes on their dark day. So literally, it's 7 days a week for 4 or 5 weeks of Love
Okay,
Island.
so we'll have Love Island filming this summer. I have to imagine Next Gen NYC is probably going to film. I'm pretty sure they aired over the summer as well.
They did because
So-
they aired pretty, not alongside, but the taper off of Love Island went right into
Yes.
Next Gen.
Okay, so we'll have those two for sure. I'm not sure when Salt Lake's going to air. I feel like probably more toward fall. And then I think Potomac, I don't know when if that's even filming yet.
Right.
So anyway, let's talk about what's currently airing.
Summer is for the young people, in other words.
Correct.
It's like young people content. And you know what? Summer used to be fun. Like when I was a young person, summer was everything. And now I hide. I go out in the middle of the night to avoid the sun. Like my
Yeah.
how things change.
Well, I'm so loving the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I'm obsessed with it. I didn't get a chance to watch last night's episode. If you didn't know, it aired on last Thursday. Now it's going to now it's going to Sundays right after Atlanta, which we'll also get into. So my commentary is only on the first episode, but that was enough for me. I'm sat. I am obsessed with it already. Great job, Bravo. Great job.
I mean, I had to wear my Britney Spears shirt today. First of all, I love Britney Spears. Like, I love air and water. So the fact that we're not even a minute into the show and we meet Alicia, who and her mini-me daughter love Britney Spears. What's with that accent? I've had friends over the years. I used to be best friends with somebody from Newport, Rhode Island. I've never heard the accents of these women before.
Well, I'm going to defend the Rhode Islanders because I'm sure there's going to be every comment's going to be, that's the accent. I think that is their accent. I mean,
I'm
obviously.
sure it is,
Yeah.
obviously. It's a wild accent because it feels like it's like 7 accents put into one.
It reminds me a lot of Boston. Obviously, it's very close. It's a very small state. It's in that area. So, like, the accent to me sounds very familiar. Whenever I go up to the Boston area to visit friends or whatever, like, it's so interesting to go to a restaurant and be like, yeah, I'm not going to try to imitate it right now. But yeah, no, I love it. I love it. Do you have any standouts from the show that you're into right now? For me, it's
Okay.
Joellen. I love Joellen.
Okay, the fact that Joellen Joellen looks exactly like Topanga from Boy Meets World, but it's like
Correct.
if Topanga had a twin and there was like the good twin and the evil twin, and I'm not saying Joellen's evil, I just think she's
Well,
not
Danielle Fishel
Topanga.
presents
Well, she's
like
perfect. Topanga was perfect.
like a
She was
cookie, just perfect.
No, she's perfect. Topanga's perfect. So Joellen is like the real life flawed version of that. And I'm obsessed with Joellen.
Obsessed with Joellen.
I love Rosie. I think she looks like, okay, so while I find everybody kind of looks the same, everybody looks like a celebrity on this show to me.
I
like
agree.
somebody else.
100%, because I'm like, why do they look familiar to me?
Right. So I can tell them apart.
So can I.
Obviously, there's Dolores.
Right.
I can have Dolores and Liz
Liz.
next to each other and still not tell them apart. How are they not the same person?
They're so
They
similar.
look so similar. So even though I can tell them apart, like, okay, so that's Liz and Dolores. Ashley, I know. Okay, first of all, as an Ashley, I've never just been Ashley. It's always Ashley initial.
She's Ashley I forever.
She will always be Ashley I, and hearing these women say Ashley is just so weird to me. But I know
wonder if
Ashley
they watched
I.
Bachelor. I'm just curious.
I don't think so, only because one of them, it might have been on episode 2.
Okay.
But they were like, she's like a real celebrity, like celebrity, Bachelor level celebrity.
Okay. Maybe that was in the season premiere.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, so I think if they were like more familiar with her, they would have been more of like, oh, well, she was a Bachelor, she was on you would know more than just that. Like she has many podcasts, this, that, and the other. Love Ashley I. Alicia is great. Fact that she loves Britney Spears. Later on, I am very much like Alicia, excuse me, in that I carry snacks.
Right.
I will have a snack in my bag. So therefore, I see you, girl. Rosie looks like if you crossed Megan Fox with Katy Perry.
So the only two that I don't have 100% down packed is and if I like took 5 minutes to really get it down, I would. This is just me being lazy with it. I get mixed up with Rosie and Kelsey. Those
two are tough.
Those are the only two that I don't like immediately put a flashcard in front of me and I can tell you in 0.2 seconds. Those are the only two that I struggle with. But again, if I sat down and like really tried to see the difference, I could.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm cheating right here. I literally pulled up a cast photo, but with their names. Because like I don't remember their names. Like I don't have name association yet.
Like Ruella, gun to head, couldn't tell you what she looked like.
No. I think it's Rula.
Oh, okay. See?
I think it's Rula. Yeah, Rula. She's fine. We'll get to know her more. Kelsey is so interesting. I think she looks like Chrishell. Like she has Chrishell.
Okay.
Features.
Okay.
Like the like right here.
Yeah.
Of them look the same. I love the show. I think it's so funny. Rhode Island is stunning. What a beautiful state.
And also, we love Dolo here on this account. But I don't even think the show needed her. I understand why they did as a bridge from Jersey to RI, just for some familiarity, but like I don't even think they need Dolores, to be honest with you. No. I love it. So 5 stars to Bravo. It's really hard to start a new Housewives franchise when everyone's going to compare it up against Housewives in their heyday. But I think they struck gold with this one, and I'm really excited. It seems like and that's the other thing. Ashley and I talk about this all the time. For instance, like Beverly Hills, they're very clearly coworkers at this point. On Rhode Island, they all know each other. Right. You know, and I love that.
Right. They know each other. They're friends. They have history. But then there's the one, I'm going to say odd man out, which is Ashley I, because she is just there for the last 4 years. But it makes sense that she's there because that's where her
husband, yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah. Ashley I
that
didn't.
man is
Jared.
So hot.
I'm like, let's go get coffee. Want to? At Audrey's, so we can see Jared.
You know what? And let's support a small business.
I know.
How many people are going and waiting in line at Bucky's when you could go to Audrey's and have that beautiful man?
And he was clocked. I want to hear him scream, Imani, latte. That's me. Coming.
For Ashley right here. I'm Ashley.
Yeah, no. Oh my gosh. So RHORI, we're obsessed with you. Okay, so Atlanta. That was one of the other premieres that Bravo dropped on us. Atlanta is back. I love it. It's different.
I love Atlanta.
It's fresh and fun and different, but I like it.
Okay, so Atlanta, and that's the thing. When you have franchises that have been on 13, 15 years, like
Yeah,
Atlanta, Jersey, it's hard to compare it to like Salt Lake City, which has been out there for six, because
right.
they've literally had twice as much time on the air. So therefore, for me, Atlanta started off so high. Not everything's going to be peak every year.
Right.
Last year was a dump. It was a dumpster fire, and
They
it
should have
made
just
me.
scrapped it, honestly.
More honestly, they should have. Like, they should have pulled the Bachelorette and just said it's just.
Because it's no point. The
It was
one
really bad
person
on the brand.
it was such a misfire. The fact that Britt caused all the drama and she didn't even show up to the reunion, so that whole thing is moot at this point.
Shame.
Kenya, who you either love her or you love to hate her. Either way, you have an opinion on her.
Right.
Was canned mid-season, didn't show up at the reunion. Bravo has essentially erased her from Atlanta history. And so I'm just like, you might as well have thrown away the entire season. It did absolutely nothing but like irritate the brand at this point. But now they're back.
But they're back and it's really good. I really like the new cast members.
Me too.
The fact that they are best friends, the fact that I didn't know that Pinky and K Michelle were close. Like, that's news to me. So I'll coming to them, like seeing them like have an authentic friendship going
Yeah.
into this group. Meanwhile, it's Pinky who has, I forget who she's connected to in the group, but she had the friend. It makes sense again as
Right.
friends in the group. I really have enjoyed Shamia, that initial scene we had
With her and
with
Kelly.
her and Kelly.
Were they BFF last season? I must be forgetting. It's been like 3 years.
Yeah, I honestly kind of only halfway watched last year. Like,
Okay.
I tried after the whole. It just
Yeah,
last year was
it was pointless.
I tried. I sat down every day, and then the next day I was on my phone. I was vacuuming. I was cleaning. I was doing
Yeah,
something.
I don't remember Shamia being that close with Kelly.
But
If she was, our fault. But I loved their friendship at the premiere.
That scene just made me laugh. Like the way those two were interacting. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're fast. They're like, they obviously are great friends.
And you know
Like,
what I really like? Obviously, this is normal in real life. Obviously, your friends are close with your kids. But I really like on Housewives when we see like the other moms like interacting with the other housewives' children. I just really like that.
love that.
I love
do
it.
too.
It's
I
cute. It's so
love
cute to
it.
me.
I'm 100% there with you on that one. I love to laugh at Drew Sidora. Like, I
Drew
know
and Charles, Raffle. Charles was cracking me up.
like she will never be the butt of not be the butt of the joke, and she really is serious. And I feel like she is a very like Brittany Bateman of Atlanta.
Drew?
She can't help but be that girl. Her walking around, first of all, the fact that she said she has a man living under her stairs just made me laugh.
First of all, Ralph, get out the house.
Get out of the house,
Ralph, why are you in the basement still? That's
You're
weird.
a disgust. I mean, and I hate myself because like I saw him initially and I was like, oh my God, like he's like one of the hottest house husbands
Well, he's
ever.
still attractive.
I mean, but you know what? But like not really to me. Like I'm one of those people, like if I know your personality, like I
Sure.
don't care how good looking you are, like you're ugly, like he's fugly. Like he's a fugly skank.
Well, 100%. Like his personality precedes him, but like
Right.
on paper, he's
When
a
I first
handsome
saw
man.
him, yeah, I was like, wow. But yeah, but the fact that she's dating Black and carried him around the
Ridiculous.
phone
I was cracking up when all the
insane.
women were like, okay, in your Zoom call. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He had like a ring light set up, Black. And I'm just like, OMG at this point, hang up. And Portia's like, Phaedra's like, he might be embalmed for all I know. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, but speaking of jokes, Charles is so funny. Like I was cracking
love
up
him.
when Angela was making the burger and then he takes a bite and he was like, I need some water. And then he like showed the camera the burger to show how dry it was. And I'm like, this is cinema.
Oh
this
my
is
God.
so funny to me.
Oh my God. And as somebody who is like not a sports girl at all, like he was so famous back in the day. Like
Was he?
he was so famous.
I know the name,
So
of course,
I
but
find him to be so well, like I love a daddy. I can't help it. I find him to be so handsome.
no,
Like,
him and Angela are a beautiful
he's-
couple.
They are beautiful. I just think she was an amazing addition to
Agreed.
the show. The fact that we get him as an addition, the fact that we have Charles on our screen too is fantastic. Can we talk about Portia's party dress and her body yada yada in that
Oh
dress.
my God.
Dear Lord,
Oh
that
my
woman is
gosh.
so. My husband,
He
the
likes
way,
Portia.
oh, he's obsessed with Miss Portia Williams.
Who's not?
He stops in his tracks for Miss Portia Williams. I mean, and
Same.
he thinks I know exactly.
I'm no better than a man.
Right. Well, no, and she's hilarious. And my husband is so freaking and Phaedra. My husband actually really likes Atlanta. He does not housewife. Like that is
Atlanta's
not
a
his thing
good
at all.
one.
Atlanta's good. He's like, these women are hot. They're so
Well,
funny. And
taste.
I'm like, yeah, obviously the man has taste. Yeah, he's a
100%.
big fan. So just shout out to Portia, even though I was like, literally that boob tape that she must have had on. We need a name. Drop the brand.
Sponsorship.
I mean, because those whatever was on fabric was covering
Wait,
her body,
so
was holding on for dear life.
is that the same dress in black that Paige wore in purple? It looked different because obviously Portia's body is different than Paige's, so it'll wear differently.
Right.
But
I thought the same thing.
Okay.
Paige's was two pieces.
Okay.
And Portia's
You know the one I'm
looked like
talking
it
about.
was one. It was actually brown. Are you talking about the one she ended up wearing on Love Island?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's two pieces.
Okay.
And it was
Maybe.
brown.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
But
offline look
it's
that
that
up.
one that has like the
Yes.
shape that goes down like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Love the dress. I thought the same thing. I was like, that looks like Paige's, but Portia's was one piece and Paige's was
It's
two.
interesting. A lot of the housewives tend to wear, or just Bravo in general, wear similar outfits. I don't know if they all are outfitted by Marlo. LOL callback
LOL.
to the La Archive.
La Archive.
You know what? It's unfortunate that Marlo is no longer in this group because I feel like she would do well with this group of women.
I
Like,
want to see Rachel Zoe go through La Archive.
yes. I would like to see that. I would. And I was cracking up too, speaking of Lay Archive, because I know they outfit Tyler Perry stuff, because Tyler Perry has a studio in Atlanta. And I was cracking up. I think K. Michelle was like, what in the Tyler Perry is this event? And honestly, she's not
So
wrong.
good.
It seemed like a Tyler Perry movie, honestly. Just like the campiness of it and it just being...
Right.
And also the ghost of Simon.
Oh my God, that was so funny. And Portia bringing her whole last date there.
Yeah,
and
what?
The altar scene at the end, I was just like, wait, what?
Oh
Wait,
my gosh.
What? Yeah, no.
What an amazing-
I'm very happy about Atlanta being back. I thought it was a great episode.
And now I will say this, it is the most produced I've ever seen in Atlanta's history, 100%. To me, it seems different. But that's not necessarily a bad thing at this point. As we've discussed ad nauseum, nothing will ever touch Bravo in its heyday. Nothing. Not even
Right.
Salt Lake in its peak will ever go up against what Bravo was at one point. But time changes. It's 2026. We must evolve with it. And
Right.
nostalgia is just going to have to be what that is. And we're just going to have to go back and watch the old seasons whenever we're wanting that vibe. But this is the new Bravo, and we must accept it or... I don't know.
On.
Be miserable.
I mean, it's not worth watching it if you don't like it. Like,
Yeah.
I am not a person who hate watches often, but sometimes I will just because I can't help it.
Yeah. So they have our stamp of approval, Taste of Reality for RHORI and Real Housewives of Atlanta. But now let's get into some fast headlines of what happened last week, unless there was anything else you want to discuss with Atlanta.
No, just well done, Bravo. Very,
Well
very
done.
pleased.
Bravo, effing bravo.
Right,
Complimentary.
this former teacher gives you a gold star.
So Jen Shah, speaking of
Yes.
Salt Lake, she did her first interview from People, and she dropped it at the worst time, honestly,
The worst.
because it was, I think, the same day or the day after the Weston and Amanda confirmation dropped. So Jen Shah was like, hey, I'm back. Here's my interview with People. And what did you think? Because you did a bulk of these stories. So do you want to do like a TLDR on like some of the
Yes.
like major headlines of what Jen was saying?
Yes. So number one, I felt like it was just like a really good goodbye to Jen Shah. And I think that's obviously the opposite of what she wanted.
Yeah.
But it was just like all the kind of loose ends, like a couple questions I had, she kind of cleared up. So number
Okay.
one, Just a few of the things from actually in jail I thought were of note. She's very close with Elizabeth Holmes, who is a fraudster also. She had like a huge
Who is a fraudster? Love that.
Well, at least they were fraudsters in the same jail.
100%.
I mean, they are people
Birds of
that
a feather.
well, and they should be in a low security. People aren't at danger around them
Right.
physically. They're so close. They did poop duty together. She calls her Lizzie. They are like close friends. She knows Lizzie's kids.
Wait, question for the audience and for me. Is Elizabeth Holmes still in jail?
Yes.
Is she going to be out anytime soon?
I doubt it. I doubt it. She had I don't want to say a bigger, I don't want to compare because it's all bad. Yeah, but Lizzie, as we'll call her, is still there.
Okay.
The other one is Ghislaine Maxwell, who is obviously disgusting. She is the only person from this Epstein ring to be actually in jail for these crimes, which is insane. Of all, I mean, not that she doesn't deserve there, but the one person literally behind jails is a woman. Are we just not going to acknowledge that? But anyway, she should be there the rest of her life, but she's in this low security prison. Jen made a point to say how much special treatment she had, how they all had to walk around on eggshells to accommodate her, and that the woman had no remorse for her crimes.
I mean, I think people who are that evil, they probably don't. Sadly. Yeah.
Like the most heinous crimes against girls. The most heinous, despicable.
Disgusting.
But read the show.
I saw a clip about the black eye, but it was kind of a nothing burger.
It was a nothing burger in that she was like, well, I still need to talk to Heather about that. And it's like, well, Heather doesn't want to go back and talk about that. Like, Heather doesn't want to reopen that Pandora's box.
That was the beginning of the end for her, like, fan reaction was that black eye. So if I'm Heather, I'm never speaking about it again.
Exactly. She's like, well, I haven't talked to her, but I should definitely follow up with her on that. She did reach out to Mary Cosby after her son passed, which, is the decent thing to do.
Correct.
And that was really about it.
Didn't she say Meredith was rather close with her?
She said she was still in touch with Meredith and that she might be able to get to a good place with Whitney again. And maybe she said Lisa in that too, but definitely Whitney.
It's interesting though, because it did seem like, especially amid the Monica Garcia stuff, that they were all a little softer to Jen than I would have assumed, considering how Jen was toward the end of her time on the show.
Right.
So,
and let me just say, I love my Salt Lake City girls down. I think they are doing it, just so well. I will never be okay with them being so, and mind you, they're allowed to feel their feelings. Their feelings are valid. But them to react to Monica Garcia the way that they did, as opposed to Jen Shah, who caused generational trauma financially for families. People passed because of it.
Right.
Like, it was the fact that it didn't have Jen Shah's crimes didn't happen to them, so they can't feel that empathy. But what Monica did, what Monica
well, you
did,
called it out. It affected them.
Right. No, and I feel that's disgusting, to be honest. And I love those girls down, but I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I don't love it either. Okay, so let's still stick to Utah and let's bop over to MOMTOK of it all.
Oh, Lordy.
They did have a second to breathe, considering Wes and Amanda was the name on everybody's lips. So MOMTOK was like, okay, we have some downtime. However, Jessie's back on her BS. She is soft launching something with Marciano, which deeply angers me because I would be okay if I never heard the word Marciano ever again. So I'm very disinterested in this, to be honest, and I'm actually really annoyed about it because why? My question is the only viable reproductive partner in Utah Chase McCorder, Dakota Mortensen, and now Marciano Brunette? Are those the only three men that the women can hang out with?
Well,
Marciano
doesn't even live there.
No, I know.
He lives here in Vegas, and he travels up there to go spread his...
I don't find and again, he's not in my DMs, but I don't find... Chase, I get. Chase, I would probably be down bad for 1,000,000%, and I own that. But Marciano looks like a Ken doll, not complimentary. Like, I don't like that plastic, like, but also, there's a pot for every lid.
Right. Well, he has done a lot on his face. He was much better looking a few years ago. I saw him at a party and he was very hot, but like his face looks totally different now. But like, I'm not a small girl and he was like so big next to me.
No,
Like,
I do like height. Correct.
yeah, and he's like buff. Like he was much better looking in person, but that was 3 years ago.
I mean,
4
Jessie
years
probably
ago.
like, this guy's a Greek god compared to
Right.
what she was
Well,
with before.
She was with Jesse, or duh, she was
Jordan.
Jesse. Jordan, who is disgusting. I think I called him a thumb earlier, and I stand on that.
And did. So, I don't know. Jessie,
The only thing I can think, I'm like, if she's doing this to get under Jordan's skin, if
That makes
the
sense.
entire world is collateral damage, I kind of am not mad because if that's her level of petty, like I can suffer.
I'm not, by the way, Jessie can do whatever she wants. If I genuinely, but then that begs my question, which I've always thought, did you and Marciano hook up? I, in my soul,
Besides two kisses.
yeah, I don't think that's true. I'm sorry.
think so.
I genuinely in my gut think Jessie and Marciano hooked up.
I do too.
I could be wrong. I'm not saying Jessie's wrong for that. Cheating is wrong, obviously, but like Jordan, to me, cheating, I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if Jessie cheated on Jordan just because he was pretty much doing the
he's
same thing with the
disgusting.
escorts. So
It's
what's good for the geese
disgusting.
is good for the gander.
Right.
So that's that update of Mom Talk. We also had Dakota, which I'm so happy about this because Dakota, you started this entire dumpster fire selling that video from 2023, which everyone knew about, to include ABC producers, to include everyone on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, to include everyone. We knew about that domestic violence video from 2023. You sold it the week of The Bachelorette performing to hurt Taylor. I will not be convinced of that otherwise. And now you are edited out of Vanderpump Villa. So F you, Dakota. F you, F you, F you, F you, F you. And that's how I feel.
I couldn't agree more. I was just so glad to see a network do something right for a change. And that was just such a relief. I don't want to see that man on my screen anymore.
I'm so happy.
No, it's great. And you know, they had to edit a RuPaul's Drag Race character out or contestant out one year. And literally you would see her in the background every here and there. And it would be like, oh, look, there's Sherry Pie. And that was it. Like, you never saw runways. You never saw interviews. You never saw talking heads. I thought it was a great choice.
If I don't get to watch
I see him in the background, that's one thing. But the fact that we're not focused on him.
I'm so happy. If I can't watch The Bachelorette, I don't want Dakota to be rewarded with him kissing other people on Vanderpump Villa. Sorry. In fact, can the whole dad talk thing of it. To me, if we can't watch The Bachelorette, can the dad talk Vanderpump Villa?
Right, because it's probably going to be 2, maybe 3 episodes, and those episodes don't really connect to the others.
Exactly.
It's like different people. It's like Below Deck almost in the sense that it's different guests.
Right.
So with the exception of the 2 to 3 episodes, 3 max, probably 2, that they would have, it just get rid of it. Like, scrap it.
Agreed. And you know what? Now that we've had space, I'm going to say a hot take. They shouldn't have pulled The Bachelorette. They still should have played it.
They still might. I'm still not team they're never going to show it. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up doing it.
I don't think it'll play on like network. I think it'll go straight to streaming.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I think it would go straight to, it would be Hulu.
Right.
Because it's ABC. So, no, I'm not, and that's something else I was thinking. I'm like, maybe they put that out in the summer or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
I have a feeling that we're still going to see that.
Well, and Taylor still you might be right. Taylor still has Bachelorette in her bio, but maybe that's more of a pride thing. I don't know. I mean, we certainly know how it ends.
And she still is a Bachelorette. I mean, technically, I guess.
I guess.
Married?
But I don't
know. They knew what they were casting. They were not in it for the right
Quite
reasons.
literally, everyone knew about this video. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives started with the freaking body cam footage of the police officers during this. Everyone knew. It was the worst kept secret. And now we're clutching our pearls because
terrible.
Let me calm
terrible. Yeah, deep breaths. Carl's a mess. We need to stay strong for him.
Carl is a mess, you guys. OMG. So that throwaway comment, because some people have DM'd us, like, what is Carl's a mess? Okay. So Kyle Cook's very first interview he did was with Adam Glenn. He also did another one with Adam Glenn on TikTok when the news broke that he and Amanda were separating. So this must be like his exclusive guy. Anyways, Kyle made a throwaway comment and was like, yeah, like, it's not just affecting Wes. It's not just affecting Amanda. It's not just affecting me and Sierra. It's affecting the entire friend group because we're actually friends. He's like, Carl's a mess. And then the Bravoverse ran with it. That is Scandival's leave it to Daryl, or send it to Daryl, sorry. This is Carl's a mess.
Carl's a mess. And
I
love,
believe
like,
it, to be
seeing
honest.
people talk. I saw like a grandparent couple. Like she was like, you know that story? Well, Carl's a mess. And I'm just like dying. I love it so much. I love Sierra getting all of the good things coming her way. Kyle bringing Amanda flowers amid this.
Okay,
She's struggling.
that was actually sent by her brother, Frank.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, well, that was still nice, though.
That was nice of her brother to do that. I mean,
Right.
I'm not
I was
saying
like,
Amanda shouldn't have
Right.
any support. Like, she should have her family support. And
Well, the thing is, she made a really, really bad choice. She's going to probably lose a lot of things because of it. Like, I'm not into kicking a dog while it's down. Like,
100. What Amanda did was wrong.
no, she's so wrong for that. And I'm disgusted by her actions, but that doesn't mean bad things need to happen to her.
No, she's not enemy number one as far as I'm concerned.
No,
I think
we're at war. Like
correct.
We've got bigger fish to fry. There are people attacking children.
Yeah.
We've
Would
got
I
bigger
want to
fish
be
to
friends
fry.
with Amanda? No. Would I ever have any guy ever dating or interested in around Amanda? No, clearly. Because there's even scenes from past summer houses where we've seen Amanda all over Craig. Totally forgot about that. This girl is someone who so deeply wants to be validated by men at the detriment of her friendships. So that's a great pointer for... I have no desire to be friends with Amanda or have her anywhere near any guy that I like, because you're going to go out of your way to be chosen by him, and I'm good off that.
Exactly. Let's jump to the Valley to finish off because I really enjoyed the premiere. I thought it was so clever that the very first scene we saw the sign of the
Jax's
restaurant that I wasn't going to say the name, but
Oh,
the
okay.
name of the restaurant that used to be the focal point, and that was it.
I loved that. The Valley was my taste. Sub A, B was the Valley. I loved it. And also, hot take, you guys, I know everybody hates Lala, and I hated how she acted during the last season of Vanderpump Rules, as we knew. Her and Sheena tanked their careers in that regard. Just, I don't know why. Obviously, but I like Lala. I like Tom. I like them for TV, and I'm happy to see them on our screen. Speaking of Lala, her storyline I'm obsessed with, and is her daughter Sosa's biological dad, Luke Broderick, who is Kristen Doute's fiance.
I mean, honestly, they
I
have
wish he
the same
was.
face. They have the same face.
We won't ever know, because Lala said she will not do a paternity test for Sosa, because the entire point of it being a sperm donor is the anonymity. I can never say that word.
No, you got it. Anonymity.
Perfect. So I want Kristen Doute to be Sosa's like stepmom. Like, I love this plot for us.
I do. You know what? And just shout out to Kristen Doute, who is exactly like, she is perfect reality TV.
Oh my
Watching
gosh.
her late to her own party. She is on the struggle bus. And I say this with love. She is a real person going through real things. Her trying, and mind you, Nia she's on her fourth kid. If you guys didn't
Four under four.
4. So Nia's been to this rodeo before. She's sitting there.
Nia don't care. The baby's neck is all like this. She's like, don't care.
Kristen comes in. She's frazzled. She's all over. God bless Kristen Doute.
Kristen
that woman
is always disheveled. Always.
You know what, Kristen, to me, you're perfect.
No, Kristen disheveled Doute is just, I feel like I would like a friend like Kristen, just to be like, girl, what do you got going on today? Because I need, like, everyone needs like a friend like Kristen. If you ever need something solved, send it to Kristen.
Yes.
But also because she's just, oh God, I love Kristen Doute.
Bless that woman's heart.
Bless this
I
mess.
loved it. Bless the mess. I'm with you 100% on Schwartz. I thought he was a great addition. He just is so easy with all groups of people, which is just who he is. but him like having like talking about Brittany getting her sporkle back
Sporkle.
and saying like he had like a little dictionary definition. It was just cute. I
It
love a
was
short
cute,
deck.
lighthearted.
So, love.
You guys, that is going to do it for this week's episode. As always, do you guys want us to do full recaps of the Valley, of Atlanta, of Rory? Let us know in the comments. Otherwise, we'll just keep doing it like we're doing this. But let us know what you want to see. Tell us how your week was. Tell us your taste in your waist. And don't forget to find us on tasteofreality.com or our socials. And until next week, we will see you guys later.
Au revoir.
Bye!